This girl's ex-babysitter literally wanted to be her so bad that she does something she can never come back from. This girl named Rachel Barber was from Australia, and she was a dancer at the time. She was a ballerina. Her parents supported her dreams to like the next level. They would be at some of her dance practices, things like that. This one day, her dad was going to drop her off at practice like pretty much every other day. He would drop her off, and he drops her off. He goes home. Later on in the day, around the usual time he would go and pick her up, she's not there. So he was like, maybe she got a ride from like her boyfriend or one of her friends, so I'll just go back to the house and hopefully she's there.
Yeah.
He goes back to the house, and the mom's just like, no, Rachel hasn't came back. They end up calling the authorities, and they tell them that their daughter is missing. So they end up looking for this girl. They start asking a couple people that were around her or, seen her last, like at the train station, because her dad actually dropped her off at this train station. That's where he dropped her last. They're talking to an eyewitness, and the eyewitness says, I did see your daughter, and she was with this lady who was a little bit older than her, and they both got on the train together. It looks exactly like their babysitter, and her name was Caroline Robertson.
The way they described her.
This is where it gets very sinister. This girl, Caroline, had a very weird obsession with this girl, Rachel. She kind of like idolized her. Rachel goes to this girl's house. When she's there, she drugs this girl, Rachel. She starts getting all woozy. She strangles her to death with a telephone cord.
Really?
In her living room, yeah. She didn't really know what to do with her body at the time, so she just put her in her wardrobe and left her there for a couple of days. She takes her body and she takes her to her dad's house, and she buries her in this like pet cemetery in their backyard. Police eventually go to this girl's house after the parents already, talked to them and figured out that, oh, okay, her babysitter was the last person that was with her. They go over there to ask her questions, and when they get there, this girl is passed out on the ground as they get to her house, because they break into her house because they're like, Caroline is passed out on the ground when they get to her house. So they're like, what the hell is wrong with her? They're like, okay, whatever. And as she's passed out, they start going around the house. And while they're going around the house, they find some of the weirdest shit. They find a whole notebook that is detailed from like months of her figuring out how she was gonna get this girl, what she was gonna do to her, how she can, I don't want to say take her life, but pretty much take her life. And I don't mean
planning it for a minute.
Yes. And they also found a birth certificate application with Rachel Barber's name on it.
What the hell?
Yeah, they take her in and they start to interview this lady and just see what the hell is going on with her. She doesn't really say too much. So they're like, all right, whatever. Well, we know what you did. We just need to know, where did you put this girl's body? They find her body in the dad's backyard. They give this girl 20 years, and she got out in 2015.
Just 20 years?
Yeah, they gave her just 20 years, and she got out in 2015, and so many people in Australia were tripping. And the weirdest thing about this, and imagine being the parent, Rachel's mom said, when I seen this lady, when she got out of prison, I was in shock. This girl changed her appearance so much.
To look more like Rachel.
To look